Hello, dear friends. This is your daily astrology horoscope for the 15th of September. Today is a very special day. We have some really beautiful astrology configurations, but also I'm really excited because we are starting our new Astrology Academy course. And the analysis that I will share with you will apply to everyone for today, for Sunday, the 15th of September. But also, if you decide to join the training, you will know what is the energy or like the seed that we are planting and what you can expect to grow from there. So let's take a look. By the way, also the first classes are free. So if you would like to join us, you are more than welcome to do so. I will put the links below in the description so you can join us today at 12 p.m. US Eastern Time. So here is the chart for the day. Two incredible configurations. We have a grand trine in the air signs, the moon in Aquarius, Venus in Libra, and Jupiter in Gemini. And they are all part of a trine configuration, something we call grand trine. The grand trine is considered to be the luckiest configuration, the one that can bring you new opportunities, the one that is also very beneficial for expressing talents. So this is not a configuration that requires from you to work extremely hard or to push yourself or to overcome barriers or to fight with things. No, exactly the opposite. This is the configuration which allows natural, easy, spontaneous expression of what you are able to do, your talents, your skills. And you can look how balanced this configuration is. It takes, again, the whole chart. This also means that you can kind of like express everything all together. It's not about ignoring parts of yourself or things that you want to focus on. It's more about putting everything together and like doing it with joy. And especially when the configuration, the grand trine, activates the air signs. This is incredibly beneficial for our mind, for expanding our understanding, seeing things from different angles, and basically kind of like using the mind on many different levels. So, of course, for any intellectual activity, for education, this is pretty much the best you can hope for. And of course, it's not random that we are starting the training today. The day was carefully picked by me. So today, generally, I would recommend you to focus on expanding your vision about something, trying to analyze things or to gather more information, to communicate, to socialize with other people. This will really help you to be able to express something that is already within you, some kind of potential, maybe some kind of skill or talent. And Venus and Jupiter, those are the two benefactors. Those are basically the most beneficial, most harmonious planets, which bring both joy and also success. So this is a really, really nice combination, again, which is really not about tough work or pushing yourself too much. No, it's about achieving things through joy, through basically expressing yourself. And the moon always symbolizes the closest environment around us, the closest people around us, the circumstances, and so on. So Venus, Jupiter, and the moon together mean that you can express your potential, your gifts, you can enjoy the process, it can bring you success, and at the same time, the environment around you will be more receptive, will be more open to kind of like welcome, to see, to give those things a place, basically to give yourself or your skills, your talents, the things that you love, a place. So my recommendation again for today is to try to share more with people. to share more the things that you love, your talents, your skills, the things that you enjoy doing, and yeah, to be open for this exchange. Again, I'm reminding that this applies to our whole training, because the moment when you start something basically includes the seed or the potential of what may come out of this. So that's why one hint for astrology enthusiasts and lovers: you can calculate the starting time of any process, especially the important ones. When you are starting them, check the chart. It will tell you so much about the potential and what you may focus on, what may come out of this. So today, if you start things, by the way, it could be anything, not just our astrology training, but the things that you can initiate and start can have a more, like, the environment might be more receptive, more interested. Of course, the moon in Aquarius is absolutely amazing for astrology, but also other, I would say, more untraditional things, something extraordinary, something which is out of the scheme, something which is unusual, special, kind of like a little bit not from this world, let's say. So a really lovely configuration, again, also for just normal human communication and interaction with friends, with people who share similar interests with you. You may really feel this warmth of the connection because Venus is trining the moon. So it can be especially joyful. The other configuration that we have, let me show you, is called a kite. So it includes one more grand trine, this time in the earth signs. So the sun in Virgo, Pluto in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus. But Neptune is also part of this. So if you look at this configuration, it literally looks like a kite. That's why it was called this way. And first of all, what's interesting about this is that it includes the three outer planets and the sun. The three outer planets are, from one side, the most mysterious, most special, most difficult also to process and understand, but the ones that can also bring a bit like things beyond our rational understanding, let's put it this way, things that are really special, things that are really transformative, things that can really open up your mind. And one of the specific things about the outer planets is that their energy is transpersonal. Their energy is about bigger processes that, again, consciously, it's difficult to recognize. But the only way to access this energy and to try to get in touch with it is through the personal planets. And the fact that we have the sun, the planet which indicates our conscious awareness, our individuality, literally like the conscious mind, this planet is connected to the three outer planets in a very productive, nice configuration, the kite. So it means that today, but also any process that will start today, will help you to consciously get closer and in touch with this very special energy of the outer planets. Energy that is extremely transformative, energy that will help you to really go deep into something. So it's not about superficial things. It's not about kind of like walking on the surface and, you know, getting a little bit in touch with something. No, it's about deep commitment and dedication. And when the outer planets are triggering you, it's really about something that is so deep and big as a process that it can get extremely exciting. It's not always simple because this energy is very intense, but it can really transform you inside. So today, the day is very beneficial for such process of kind of like deep transformation. And of course, if it's something that you do only today, you can't expect that, you know, it will transform your life forever. So that's pretty much, you know, different, let's say. But if you start something which will continue kind of like long term, or you are going to keep focusing on this, then yes, it can unfold in this way. It can transform you, the sun, your individuality, how you understand yourself, how you connect to yourself, how you express your talents, your abilities, your skills, your deepest potential. So again, our training today is not just for kind of like putting tons of information out there and you go and figure it out. No, this will be, yes, I mean, there will be lots of information. The Air Grand Trine will really support this. So we will use many things. We will combine and mix many things. That's the air element. But also, one of the main kind of like lines or flows within this process will be your own personal transformation. Kind of like getting deeper into understanding yourself better. And this has, again, a very, very deep transformative impact. The harmonious aspects of the sun are with Pluto and Uranus, the two planets that bring change. Especially Uranus is the more drastic, spontaneous change. Pluto is more about the depth. It's really about the transformation. And there is an opposition between the Sun and Neptune. This is also like pretty much the most important aspect in the kite configuration, because it looks like a backbone. You know, it's like a general line in the middle. So it really has a more special focus. And Neptune is the focal point, which means that the intuition will be extremely important, something that will help you to sense and feel and kind of like intuitively get in touch with something deeper and something more special. Neptune is also the planet which is related to healing. So, first of all, today, the day is very beneficial for kind of like focusing more on understanding something intuitively, feeling it, and also for healing processes. So very, very intense combination. And the signs which are connected. So the sun is in Virgo, Neptune is in Pisces. We need to find the balance between the different sides or qualities, polarities of the mind. The pragmatic, rational, detail-oriented Virgo, and the intuitive, creative mind of Neptune and Pisces. The imagination, in other words, intuition and imagination, and also the logic and the details. And from one side, we have an opposition. So the opposition is always a challenging aspect. So we may feel like, okay, this is important, but the other thing is also important. They seem quite different. But when we go deeper into something, when we explore two polarities on a deeper level, we always get to the same conclusion, that they represent the two sides of the same thing. So the solution with the opposition is to expand ourselves so that we don't see those as a conflict points, but we see them as kind of like one major process. And that's how we really expand. That's how we add more. And this makes everything so much deeper. So again, this totally applies for today, to try to combine things, to see the logic and at the same time the creative side, the imagination, and to use them both. And of course, this will be a major motive in our training. This resonates very much also with my own chart and my own energy. It's lots of earth, but even more water and Pisces energy and Neptune energy. So for me, this is really important. And that's what makes astrology really deep and powerful. When you master the technical side, the details, the logic, the good understanding, rational understanding of things, And then you expand with intuition, imagination, creativity, and sensing things. So not just relying on the material side and the logic, but also on the deeper essence, what's underneath there. But again, it's really about using both. Because if we focus only on imagination, creativity, how we sense things, but we don't make the connection with reality, we will get lost. And most importantly, it will be difficult to find a place for those things here in reality in this world. So there are many benefits when we try to connect the visible and the invisible. And that's something that I highly recommend you try to do today. But also this is something that we will learn and we will be focusing on, and we will be expanding during our training, which starts today. One more interesting fact. It's about Mercury. So please pay attention to Mercury. 11 degrees in Virgo, to be more precise, 10 degrees and 21, 22 minutes in Virgo. This is the degree of the previous new moon we had on the 3rd of September. On the 3rd of September, the new moon was at 11 degrees and 1 minute in Virgo. So 11 degrees, 1 minute in Virgo on the 3rd of September. And today, Mercury is getting to this same degree. This is always very interesting. And it's not always how it works. Sometimes we don't have such combinations, but when we do, it's very interesting to explore them. Because we are still in this lunar cycle. Okay, it has started less than 2 weeks ago. So we are in the middle or close to the middle of this lunar cycle. And suddenly another planet gets to the same position where the last new moon was. In this case, this is Mercury, which is also the ruler of this sign. So this is very special, very interesting, something we might miss, something we may overlook. But when you notice it, actually, it's something very special. Mercury getting there means that today, the things that you're focusing on, the things that you are starting are more important. And it's not just for today. It is at least for the whole lunar cycle, but potentially even more, because the next phase we are going to have in a couple of days will be a lunar eclipse. And eclipses always make things more kind of like affecting us for a longer time. So from one side, we can make interesting, important plans today for things that we want to start or we want to continue doing, or which are related to basically what was triggered in your chart from the last new moon. You might really want to check this degree, by the way. I highly recommend you to check this 11th, 12th degree of Virgo. Where is this point in your chart? What is triggered there? And it can also give you more information. What will be personally significant for you? Or, for example, if you're joining our training, then which will be a main focus for you to explore, to analyze, to understand better for yourself. And overall, for all of us today, pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the things that kind of like reality is showing you, not just your intuition, not just kind of like, I think that's how it is, or I suspect, or I feel. No, look at the actual facts, what is really happening, like the real hints from the material world. This can be like an important message, or you may get an important understanding about something, some important ideas, basically. And one more thing. Today is Sunday. Each day of the week is related to a concrete planet. And Sunday is the day of the sun. So again, the kite configuration that we discussed, with Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, the sun connected to the three outer planets, three transpersonal planets, makes this configuration even more significant for us personally. Because again, as I told you, the outer planets, they are so big, like literally, but also metaphorically. They are related to processes that are so much bigger than us. Literally social things, things that affect the whole humanity, or things that affect us on a very, very deep subconscious level. But the connection with the sun, and also, as I said, all of this combination happens on Sunday, the day of the sun. So again, it helps us to personally get in touch with this. And here, we need to know our position. So we shouldn't go into some kind of illusions, or to think that, oh, we can control all of this energy right away and we are the masters. And this could be an illusion that may come from Neptune. Here we need to be modest. The sun is in Virgo. We need to know our place, that we are smaller than all of this. But what is possible for us is to really get in touch with it. We don't need to kind of like get full into it, because first of all, that's pretty much impossible. Second of all, even if it was possible, it will be too much. We can't process this. So why am I saying this? I want to show you that the small things matter, and the small things will matter today, and we should appreciate them. We shouldn't do things with this mindset that everything should be huge in big scale, and kind of like, we should understand everything right away. No, here the process is step by step, little by little, and to be very grateful that you are capable of doing this, that to be grateful for yourself, or to yourself, that you can do this, because this is very important, those small steps that you will be making on another level are actually huge, literally huge steps. So this will really help us to grow. If we know our position, the sun in Virgo, from one side, this is the most like modest sign. This is the archetype of Cinderella, the one who is doing all the kind of like non-fancy work. At first, she was not appreciated, so she had a lower rank, a lower position. With time, all of this was transformed and changed, but that's where her starting point. So if we accept also our position, that we are getting into the world of something which is so much beyond the human understanding, or the individual, and to understand that every tiny step that we are able and allowed to do there is actually huge, this will really help us to move forward. So again, this applies to our training, those of you that want to join us, but also for everyone today. Just so you know that the small things and the details today really matter, not only for day, during the whole next week. Those things will be important, because this kite configuration will affect us during this time. But the grand air trine is just today, just on Sunday. So very interesting, exciting day, a day that brings so much variety, positive surprises, opportunities to connect, to be part of a new community or new group of people, or to connect to people that you already know, people that are interesting, share the same interests as you. And again, some practical, concrete things. The grand trine from the kite is in the earth signs. So we will explore the material world, or how things manifest on a material level, but our approach will be through the invisible, Pluto and Uranus are in earth signs. So again, I'm really, really happy that we have this opportunity, because you know that such a combination needs to be there. I mean, we can't create this ourselves. We can do the best to use this and kind of like to get in this wave or flow, but the opportunity is given. So I find it, yeah, very, very special. And I'm honestly very grateful. And I would love for you to join us. As I said today, the first class will be free. You can join us for free. The links will be below this video. And yeah, we are starting this very, very special journey. I wish you all a wonderful Sunday. Hope to see you later, 12 p.m. US Eastern Time. If not, then I will see you next time.